Welcome everyone, and we're excited to share with you over the next 3 days our Heartfulness Masterclass, Resolve to Meditate to Achieve. And now, whether you're a new practitioner of meditation looking to establish your own practice, or an adept meditator looking to deepen their meditative experience, we're very excited to share this journey with you over the next 3 days. This masterclass is presented by the Heartfulness Institute, which is a global nonprofit supporting meditation, research, and training worldwide. We're present in over 130 countries and have over 7,000 meditation facilitators helping you personally to deepen your practice. Heartfulness Institute pairs with corporations and communities, schools and universities, government institutions, and organizations of all kinds, promoting the kinds of classes and presentations you'll experience over the next 3 days. Now, in the spirit of the new year, many of us take this time to reflect and introspect to promote inner transformation. And it's in this spirit that we offer this masterclass series to you over the next 3 days. This simple but effective technique will help you to improve your well-being, to transform and deepen your inner experience. Over the next 3 days, these masterclasses will be facilitated by Kamlesh Patel, who is the global guide of the Heartfulness organization. Now, Kamlesh to many is known as Daji and exemplifies a beautiful combination of an Eastern heart and a Western mind, allowing him to dive deep into the consciousness while still maintaining a sense of objectivity and scientific approach. He's facilitated hundreds of sessions across the world, helping thousands of people learn to deepen their meditative experience. Now, over the 3 days, we'll go into the core practices of heartfulness. In the first day, we'll learn to adjust our physical bodies with a transformative relaxation, just allowing us to reset and tune in so that we can meditate more effectively on the source of light already present within the heart. On day two, we'll learn a rejuvenative practice, which is a simple but effective method for resetting at the end of the day. And day 3, we'll connect to our own source, learning to listen to the heart's inner voice, that still small voice within us that allows us to guide our day with more wisdom and more intuition. We trust by attending the next 3 days that not only will you incorporate a heartfulness practice into your daily life, but you'll also experience the unique element of heartfulness known as yogic transmission. And many find that this subtle and natural energy allows them to go deeper into their meditative experience. So without further ado, let's begin our session.
Happy New Year to all. May this new year bring health, happiness, peace and joy with you and yours. May this peace reign supreme all throughout the world. Dear friends, we all are here for one single purpose. I'm sure you have made New Year's resolution to learn something, to become better, and lead a new year with a greater resolve and fulfill that resolution, whatever that be. I would like to share with you my resolution. My resolution is to spread spirituality all throughout the world. The means to spread this spirituality is through meditation. I would like to bring about revolution in the field of spirituality by bringing in science and spirituality, creating an amalgamation, creating a great synthesis, creating or integrating both apparently opposite two fields that we cherish the most. Can you imagine without science and technology development, we in a position to interact like this? It's not possible. All the scientific research has its base in a creative mind that has been so relaxed. Only at the time when a scientist is completely relaxed, he is able to come to a greater conclusions under the influence of this calmness, stillness. When we study the life of Madame Curie or Sir Isaac Newton or Archimedes, even the search of this DNA, structure of benzene, all these things reveals, one profound thing, that all these scientists, they had a moment, and this moment they have all described as a moment of utter relaxation, utter stillness. One or two cases they say they were in a dreamlike state when they received such a revelation. Now when we talk of spirituality, the greater experiences, greater revelations, they come under the moments when we are deep within ourselves, when we have touched the deepest level of our consciousness. Many things get revealed. Now what do we do with such revelations, scientific revelations and spiritual revelations? It depends on us how to make use of this stillness, calmness, and the results arising out of it. Well, let it be whatever it has to be like. Today, I'm going to try my best, without boring you with lectures and bombarding you with philosophies, which I don't think we have any lack of it. We have heard a lot. I would like to actually practically walk you through the process of meditation. Often when we meditate, there are few significant problems, and they are not just minor problems, but almost all of us have, almost all of us face this problem. Number one problem is how to tackle the never-ending rush of thoughts. That's number one. Number two, how to bring about stillness or samadhi-like state within. Third problem that we face, this samadhi-like state or stillness is lasting for a few seconds or few minutes at the most. How to make it possible in such a way that this level of consciousness rests with us for a longer duration during the daytime. Now, what do we do with such stillness? Having achieved this stillness, sometimes people say, I am not able to listen to music because this stillness is so profound and music outside is not allowing me to enjoy either the stillness or even the music. So how to tackle with all these things? We will be learning this over next few days. Today my attempt would be to actually walk you through the process of meditation. Let us approach this meditation with a scientific bent of mind. What happens in science? We have an experiment. What happens in pharmaceutical industries where new molecules are researched for their medicinal quality? Before a pharma company announces that XYZ molecule is medically active in particular disease, curing the particular disease, they compare the results of such a molecule with placebo. First with animals, and then when they find that sufficient safety records are available, then there are human trials where this active molecule is compared with the placebo. Now, what sort of a placebo we can apply in meditation? So let's have a meditation without transmission, and meditation with transmission. Transmission is the specialty of heartfulness meditation. Heartfulness meditation becomes like any other ordinary meditation without transmission. Transmission is loosely translated from our Sanskrit word called pranahuti. Pranahuti meaning sacrificing, allowing your soul's energy, life force to be transmitted for the nourishment of another life force. Now, if a limited person with his limited capacity is transmitting such an essence, he will exhaust himself. But in yogic practices, where the yogi who has merged himself in the ultimate is able to draw the energy from the source and is able to transmit that essence and helps us understand, helps us experience, helps us go deeper in our consciousness. So, dear friends, I would like you to experience the effect of transmission, effect of this pranahuti. To loosely describe what it really means, I like to give you a very indirect example of what pranahuti is all about. We partake food, we take nutritional food, balanced diet. We also take vitamins, minerals, supplements. It is to maintain our existence at a physical level, keeps us healthy at a physical level. Next level of our existence is our mental realm. We enrich our intellect, our mind with this education system that we have. We interact with each other. We learn from our parents, from our elders. We learn from books. We learn like this way of interactions. We contemplate. And this is how we enrich our mind. There are so many means to make this particular thing happen at a mental level. So it is easy to nourish the physical body. It is easier also to nourish the mental realm. Now, the important thing is the soul that supports rest of the two existences, mental as well as physical. Either you may call it a soul, or Atman, or Jiva, or Ruh, or you may call it life force. It is there. How are we going to enrich such a life force? Its roots, actually. The description of such a process is very well described in Kenopanishad, where there is a reference of pranasya prana, one that nourishes the prana itself. Nourishment of the physical body, traditionally known as Annamaya Kosha, is possible via our normal course of our food intake. The nourishment of our intellectual body, mental body, is possible through the various means that I have just described. It fulfills, nourishes the Jnanmaya and Vijnanmaya Kosha or Manomaya Kosha. The third category, which is the soul, which is Anandamaya Kosha, is fulfilled, is nourished by prana itself. It is also known as Anandamaya Kosha because akin to prana, which comes to closest to prana, is Anandam, the bliss. So our exercise will be mainly how to bring about this joy, how to bring about this bliss, and how to invite this pranahuti and compare this pranahuti's results with the meditation which you have already done, I am sure, in your life so many times without transmission, and see how the compare it. That's all. If you like it, we can take it to a next stage. And I'm sure one experiment is not going to be a conclusive. You can experiment this 100 times and see that yes, 100 out of 100 times has been able to make a difference in our meditation practice. So now, if you are all ready, you can start with this process of meditation. But before we begin with this process of meditation, we can at least start with the process of relaxation first. It is important that our body is relaxed before we move on to the next phase of meditation. This won't take a long time, the process of relaxation. It's a very simple process. We will, I think we'll use this method separately also. It's just 2 minutes, no more than 3 minutes of process. There are so many steps in it. It does not matter if you miss out the steps in its actual sequence. I would like you to experiment this particular relaxation not only on yourself, but you can replicate the results of this heartfulness relaxation on others, your family members, friends, and see its extraordinary results. I found relaxation working so deeply, especially just before meditation, and see how meditation changes. The effect of meditation is something remarkable afterward. Second moment when we can see the effect of this relaxation is when we are about to go to sleep. Just lie down in the bed and adopt this process which we are going to do. And third moment is when you are stressed and you have so much of anxiety or panic attack. I would say at that time, breathe via left nostril 10 times by just putting a thumb on your right nostril and see the effect of it, and then do this relaxation. Okay. So if you all are ready, I would like you to just very gently close your eyes. Okay. Be comfortable. Feel the healing energy from Mother Earth rising upward and is entering through your toes to your feet. Wiggle your toes for a moment and see what happens. Relax it. Feel the relaxing energy arising out of it. Feel the energy in your ankles and your lower legs and calf muscles. See how it relaxes. Let this energy move into your knees. To your upper legs, hip and pelvic area. See how the tension or tightness which is built up there is dissolving. Now allow this energy to move upward to your back part, back area. The entire back can be imagined. From shoulders down to the tailbone. Allow this energy now to move forward to your abdominal muscles. And now into your chest area. Once you feel all the organs in chest area and abdominal area is detensed, relaxed, allow this energy to move into your shoulders and see how shoulders are melting away, dissolving. Feel that effect and allow this energy now to move downwards into your biceps and elbow and your lower arms, including wrist and palms and fingers. Feel your fingers totally loosened up. Okay. Now bring your attention towards the neck muscles. Feel the melting effect there, the relaxation. Now, let this energy move to your jaws. Let the jaw be dropped and be relaxed. This energy move into your earlobes, nose, mouth, eyelids, forehead, your cheeks. See how it's relaxing the entire facial area. See that this energy now moves still further up to your skull, top of your head. The effect of this relaxation all throughout your head. Now gently let us scan the entire system from top to toe, or if you like, from toe to top. And feel the relaxation all throughout the system. If you happen to feel any tension anywhere, revisit that organ and allow the healing energy from Mother Earth to enter. Once you're okay with this uniform feeling all throughout the system, gently bring your attention towards the heart. Now we are ready to meditate. process of meditation is very simple here. I will be transmitting to you. You will be experiencing the effect of this transmission. Please sit with the same comfortable posture you are in, with your attention drawn very gently towards the heart. Think that the divine light, which is already present inside, is drawing my attention inward. It is pulling my attention inward. If thoughts do arise, just gently remind yourself that we are in meditation, meditating on the presence of divine light. Once this process is over, meditation is over, I'll say that's all. That's when you open your eyes. That's all. Let us recall the best advice we received from our loved ones, our parents, or our friends. What happens at the time? Do we listen to them and follow it? We listen to them and sometimes we analyze in our hearts. And what do we do after that? Let us analyze a situation where we have been bestowed with a knowledge. Knowledge like God is present everywhere. God is omniscient. God knows everything. You should not steal. Be honest. Don't cheat. All these are well-known fundas, ethical fundas in our lives. How many people have changed with this superficial knowledge that God is everywhere, that God is knower of everything, or I should be honest and not cheat? Who doesn't know all these things? Yet, the transformation seems to elude us. Some people say, experience will teach. Of course, experience is better than knowledge. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we can experience the presence of God everywhere rather than having a superficial knowledge that God is everywhere? It's a wonderful thing. So many thieves are there. But thieves become hardcore. Each time they are caught, they reinvent the way of how to steal better. Even when they are sent to jail, they don't change. They become hardcore. Habits are also like that. Quietly, in the heart of hearts, people entertain dubious ideas. Though a heart is longing to change and become a better human being, we are somehow paralyzed from inside, hypnotized by our ego, and disabled by our desires. Transformation seems to elude all of us. The outside signals don't seem to be helping us. Let us look at this simple example. I read this particular observation. It's a very powerful infographics that says, if an egg is broken by an outside force, life ends naturally. If the same egg is broken from the inside force, then life begins. Great things can happen from inside. When our heart is inspired from within rather than somebody bombarding with lectures and say, you better do this, better believe God is everywhere. Instead of that, if the heart truly feels motivated and inspired, with your own efforts, then these inspired messages can be resolved better than somebody saying, oh, you better lose 5-pound weight or 10-pound weight, or lose such and such a habit, stop smoking or stop drinking or stop eating this and stop eating that. We won't have to be reminded time and again. So this little principle of inspiring ourselves from within is very important when it comes to success of any resolution. I hope you enjoyed this little exposure to heartfulness meditation. We have many elements to this heartfulness practice. Today we learned about relaxation and heartfulness meditation with the help of pranahuti or transmission, effect of which you have felt already now. Every day you will have newer, deeper, and longer lasting experiences, in which I assure you, I promise you, you will have it. Like any other discipline, especially this discipline, requires a kind of a commitment that whenever I do this meditation, I must be in a state of joy. This must not be taken up as a kind of an exercise that I'm forced to do or I'm compelled to do. I don't think it will bring about good results if you feel pushed around that, oh, I have to do this. No. It must be a joyous exercise. Only then we will be able to enjoy the effects of meditation. Please write down, make a note of this experience that you had today. Tomorrow, I'll walk you through a different element of heartfulness practice, which we call rejuvenation. Rejuvenate yourself. It's also a simple process. So we'll take that up tomorrow. Thank you, and you have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today, and we invite you to reflect upon your experience over the past hour or so. And we are looking forward to continuing with you all tomorrow, learning a rejuvenative practice to help reset our day and continue the meditation. Now, for ongoing support with Heartfulness practice, there are a plethora of resources. There are trainers, over 7,000 worldwide, that you can find to connect with personally by going to heartspots.heartfulness.org. And these heart spots, you simply put in your location information and find the trainer closest to you, who you can connect with one-on-one in person, in small groups, or over the phone. If there's not a trainer close to you in proximity, then you have another resource, which is our Let's Meditate app, which you can download on any Android or Apple device. Now, all you have to do is register and say, I'd like to meditate, and a real live trainer somewhere around the world will meditate live with you and use this yogic transmission to help you deepen your practice. We also have a Heartfulness magazine, which you can find at heartfulnessmagazine.com, where there's a plethora of different articles on work and relationships and nature and children's activities. We invite you to explore. Daji also has a series of evolution of consciousness articles if you'd like to explore that topic more deeply. We look forward to meeting you again tomorrow to deepen your heartfulness practice. See you then.